Alrighty guys, this is our game again. Today we are going to be casting a subscriber submitted Kerrigan Survival match, and this time we are going to be seeing a technician RS carry from what the guy who sent me the replay told me. So we have Vinny with RS, and we have none other than Shadow Wolf with technician. In case you didn't know, Shadow Wolf does send me a lot of replays, and yes, he is really good at the game. So subscribe to the channel if you enjoy these kinds of videos, because I will definitely make more of these if I can see you enjoy them more than any other videos. And let's look at the other guys now, because even though those are the two strongest, that doesn't mean we're not going to have any other useful allies on the survivor team. We also have Espresso with Selendis, we have Fizzles with another Selendis, and then we have Unexpectable with the third Selendis. Then we have Prohibitor with the Scientist, Aris of course, and I think I got pretty much everybody. Let's not forget about Scorches, who's going to be the Prophet. And then on the other side we have Matt Blader with Zagara, and then we have Nasus with Brock. Now fun fact, Brock is by far the weakest hunter. I don't know why you would ever like choose Brock, but okay, whatever you want, bro. The best thing about Brock is practically this hardened shell thingy that like decreases the taken damage up to like 70%, and this practically makes him impenetrable. If you are, I believe, above level 12, it decreases everything by 70%. Of course, the higher the level, the more the damage reduction, and the math makes it so that the damage is first subtracted from the hardened shell. Okay, so let's see, something deals 100 damage to Brock, and now he's got the shell. They're gonna deal only 30 damage to Brock, and then only after that the armor is gonna be applied. So if he's got the shell, the thing deals 100 damage, and he's got 20 armor, the damage would only be 10. So that is huge. Brock with the shell can just take up literally hundreds of thousands of damage more than he normally would be able to. But for that he needs to actually get a lot of income for the late game. You can see here already trying to go after Prohibitor the Scientist. I guess he's doing well, but now the Scientist has the blink and he could just get out. What are those Zerglings? The Zerglings are bugged out. Look at that. Look at this, bro. What's going on? Why are these Zerglings like floating on the ground? It's like they're skiing. What the frick? This has to be a replay bug. I don't believe this was like a game bug, but we're gonna have to deal with this. We're gonna have to deal with freaked up Zerglings. Yeah, look at that. They're so weird. They don't even move when they attack. It's like they, I don't know, bash the structures with their bodies, and then that's what deals the damage. That looks so wrong. You know, Fizzles is gonna get attacked, and he's not even okay. He will salvage actually a lot of the structures, and Fizzles will go away. Of course, let's look at our two pros here. What are they doing? Shadow Wolf with a lot of these transmutation factories and no actual farming. Okay, he does actually go for some farming, but he is gonna be going for a lot of these transmutation factories, which is very interesting. Usually you want to go straight into some farming buildings, and then you want to get your income so that you can use the gas for more. But you could also go for, I believe, income first and then farming, which is what he's doing. And the RS, how is he doing? He's doing fairly well. He's gonna farm a lot actually. He's at whopping 24 gas. Now I believe he's ready to get a class H worker, unless he gets found like this. You can see the Zergling just found him, and now this thing will just get salvaged. The dude knowing exactly how to do it. Now if you've got a wall off like this, if something gets attacked, you just salvage it and then you replace it. That's how you do it, and that's how you keep your income alive for a long time. Now look at that. I believe Shadow just got discovered here, because that, I'm pretty sure that was an actual scan. Yeah, look at that. Now he's gonna have to salvage everything. At the very least he's gonna have to try to salvage, because these Zerglings don't mess around. They will clean up like everything eventually. Now this trainee trying to salvage whatever he can, but fun fact, the trainee actually takes about 7 seconds to salvage one structure, while the technician can just do it instantly. Now look at Brock is actually still following Prohibitor for some reason. I don't even know why. Come on, he's just a Scientist, and his income is not even destroyed. His income is well and alive. He's just running from Brock. That's everything he's doing. Now Brock is gonna go after him again. I believe he's gonna lose the Medivac this time, because yeah, look at that, the Medivac is almost gonna get destroyed here, and the Scientist all of a sudden needs to run away once again. He needs to get the Medivac pickup right now, because that's the best way he can just go about doing this. Okay, go get into the Medivac. Okay, now boost away. Go, 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 run, run, run. Okay, Yeah, I mean, oh, he doesn't have the boosters. Yeah, I forgot. The boosters have a pretty long cooldown, and Brock is gonna be right behind him, trying to destroy the scientist. Look at that. And he's gonna get followed by the Zerg. He's gonna go right over Vinny's income. Vinny is gonna get discovered by Brock because of the scientist prohibitor. What have you done? He pretty much compromised his base, but now I believe he's gonna go for a deep tunnel. And with that, I believe his workers at the very least will be safe, because he can just retreat them all. Yeah, look at that. Will Brock just run away? No, no, Brock. What are you doing? There's clearly a base there. Brock is... I don't think he saw it, actually. Can I check it? Can I check, like, Brock's camera? No, he did not. Oh, look at that. Brock does not have the base on the Fog of War. He thought that must have been a couple of units. Okay, it's gonna go down. Right now, I believe he did find this guy's income. Both Unexpectable and Prohibitor have their income on the bottom, and now that Prophet is there, he might have drawn... Okay, never mind. I say that and Brock just goes the opposite way. I mean, I guess there's income on the left as well, but not as much. Yeah, look at that. Oh, look at Shadow Wolf as well. Has been transmutating for a while now with a whopping 18 generators, 18 factories. This is huge. Technician is doing really well, and so is the Ares, who's now got 2 Class H workers, which is pretty good. Now, fun fact, there's not much of a difference between the Class B and then Class H workers. And the only one is that Class H are more space efficient. So that's why you want to go for these guys instead of these guys. Now, Brock is going to go top again. He's going to go after Prohibitor. Wait, what? Are you serious? I guess this is the 3rd time when he's going to go after this guy. No, scientist, you have to be careful. You have to know. You have to return. No, Prohibitor. Okay, he did not pay attention for a second there, but he would get onto a medevac and then just run away. And Brock will not catch him this time. I mean, without Hydras, I don't know what you're doing here, Brock. You kinda need Hydras now. Prophet gets destroyed. Look at that. No. He was greedy and he went on top of the creep. Zagar just went on top of him and then he just got destroyed. Now look at Brock will find this Vinny outpost. And Vinny will have to retreat that one worker. No problem, the scientist will get attacked by the Hydras and he will get destroyed. The Hydras doing 25 damage a shot. And those medevacs had no chance whatsoever. Even Vinny almost dies there. Even though Brock is kinda weak as a hunter, if you know how to hunt down survivors, then that doesn't really matter. You could even play with a hunter without spells whatsoever. That would actually be a pretty fun challenge for some pro Zergs. Look at that. Ares needs to fix himself, actually. No, don't fix the vultures, fix yourself. Yeah, there you go. That's better. He's gonna repair himself. And now he will be ready to go in just a second. Prohibitor even leaves the game. Now look at that. Expectable also like got discovered, and the only guys who really have income here are Free Souls, Technician, and then Ares. All of the others either have like almost no income or just have just a little bit. Like for example this guy, Espresso, he got bullied a lot of times. And I mean that's a weird way to farm, but okay. Usually you either want to go for like tons of zealots or a couple of these sentries, I believe, because those can do a lot of damage, even though not as much as zealots. They can just regenerate their own shields and use the force fields, so they might be actually extremely useful. Look at Brock going strong here, even getting his primal surge. Like finally, this surge is the 2nd best thing after his hardened shell. So he's doing fairly well now, but he does need to hunt down more income, because the Technician already has a large part of the base, or the whole map actually. Look at that, it's got whopping 2 bases, both with 18 of these generators, and they're just transmutating day and night. And he's also gonna get a lot of, I guess, yeah, look at this, a lot of farming outposts. The Technician is doing extremely well. Talking about Shadow Wolf, I don't know about the Ares. Ares is also doing fairly well. Right now, not as well as Technician, but actually he's on the way, because he's way more space efficient than the Shadow Wolf guy. What is Brock doing right now, by the way? Okay, he's gonna go on a hunt for, I believe, the Technician. Look at that, you're doing the right thing, Brock. He's gonna go after a couple of these farming outposts, but these groups have no chance. Does he have? Okay, he does. He does have upgrades on the Zerglings, which is really nice. You're pretty much doomed if you don't get upgrades up until minute 12-ish, because then the survivors can just farm all of your units, and you won't be able to destroy anything nearly as fast. Look at that, he's gonna get some Hydras now. Hydras are good as well. Ideally you wanna have Hydras to hunt down income. And then to attack, you would usually want a ton of roaches and hydras. Those are like the combos for the early game, and then late game, of course, you want Somphs, Brutalisks, and Banelings. Those are the best late game units. And right now he did go after Shadow Wolf Outpost. He will lose all of these factories that, by the way, are not cheap. They're like 50 minerals each. So half of what they're giving each cycle is their own cost. So you have to be careful about that. You don't want to lose those all that often, because that's just gonna mean you're gonna lose a lot of stuff. Now look at that. Those are Overseer, Matt Blader. The Zagara sending Overseers on patrol. You don't see this every day. Most people don't even do this, but I believe now Ares will see this is happening. He kind of needs to take care of this, because if not, they will just go over. Look at that. It's routed straight through the income. He's got to be careful about that one. You have to destroy the Overseer RS. You cannot like let it roam the map like that. Are there more? Do we have more than one Overseer? From what I see now, no, we don't. Look at that. Those Hydras will get destroyed because these Vultures will get +2 attack, and now they do a lot more damage to light units. And Hydras, of course, are light. Now what is the Overseer? Okay, the Overseer is gonna go straight above the base of Vinny. Vinny, you should have been careful. You should have taken down this one Overseer with Goliath. Now the Zerg knows exactly where his base is. Now, oh, look at that. Brock is gonna hunt down Unexpectable's income, and the guy will lose it once again, and he'll have to retreat. Will he even die? No, I don't think he will. He's actually fairly fast for Selen. He's actually going to get attacked by a lot of Hydras, and he will get destroyed. That was close. Those Hydras don't even have that much range, but I believe they do deal a lot of damage, and Brock takes care of an Unexpectable, and another survivor goes down. And now even Zagara is going to go with freaking Lurkers on top of Shadow of Zincam, and all of a sudden this looks a lot worse for the survivors, but she will TP back on the creep to defend against all of his Vultures with the Lurkers. Lurkers, of course, are pretty much the counter to Vultures. There's nothing Vultures can do against Lurkers, because Lurkers have a whopping almost 800 HP at only +1, and also tons of splash damage, so yeah, they're just the ultimate counter to these Vultures. Vinny has to be very careful not to feed too much. Now here is Nasus with the Hydras. He's gonna go straight after all of these guys. Now I believe the RS is gonna get a couple of Warhounds to just counter the Hydras. He's just not gonna let this base fall this easily. He at least needs to deal some damage. Yeah, look at this. Brock is ready to attack. You know what? Yeah, he's actually ready to send a lot of units in. He even got some Overlords. What does he want to build? I don't think he can fight like more than 4-ish Warhounds, because these guys hit hard with 175 damage a shot. I guess Brock is just gonna be waiting for now. He's not really doing that much. Come on, Brock, you have to push this. You cannot wait for too much longer, because if he does, then he's just gonna get terminated. Because the more he waits, the more fed Vinny becomes. And by the way, this is the last of Vinny's base. This is his last one. All of the others have fallen, including this one. This is his last hold. I guess he's just waiting now. Oh, look at Nasus though. He's gonna get a couple of things. He wants to buff them. But that's kind of it. I don't know if Zergans can cut this, but okay, he's gonna go and try. And they do deal a lot of damage. Now look at this. Vinny needs to retreat all of these workers from these 2 tunnels. He needs to be careful. Come on, you have to unload. You have to unload. No, he's gonna lose 1 tunnel with 2 workers. And he's gonna salvage the other one, and then he's just gonna get them away and turn all of them into Warhounds. They're gonna go after as many links as possible. And now he's even gonna get a couple of siege tanks, because siege tanks are like much better against Zerglings and Warhounds, and now he's gonna be able to deal a ton of damage, even getting some more Warhounds and even more Warhounds. And now Brock is actually caught in a lot of very strong units here. He's gonna be taking tens of thousands of damage. He's now lost over 20,000, and he's just losing more. Look at that. Even the SCVs are repairing at the moment. This is pretty cool. He's gonna actually lose over 30,000 damage to all of these units. And now he's finally gonna use the Carapace, which he should have done from the beginning. And now I believe he'll have a more resistant skin. Okay, but it will not last forever, and now it's worn away. And now he's just fighting all of these Warhounds by himself, because he does not have enough minerals to spawn more units. And he's gonna lose over 40,000 hit points. Almost half his HP is just gone from this one Ares guy, who, by the way, sacrificed his whole income for this little push. Now Selenus needs to be very careful here, Because Brock does have a very powerful anti-air attack. So just be careful, Selendis. You don't want to die to this. You don't want to die to Brock. The Lurkers are going to get rid of the Colossus, and now I believe the RS has finally been broken. But not without Brock losing a bit more than half his total HP. I believe they took down practically one survivor, but fun fact, he's actually still got a couple of Warhounds ready, plus a fair bit of minerals and gas. So now he can actually go ahead and base again. Look at that. He's already making the preparations. He's gonna get a couple of class H workers, and now he's just gonna rebase. He's not gonna give up, even though he lost, like, I don't know, 99% of his income. He's just gonna build again now. Look at this. Shadow is gonna be under attack as well. I don't think he can destroy the Lurkers just yet. He doesn't have the tech or the range. Yeah, the Lurkers are just gonna destroy all of these. And the Technician will have to... No, he's gonna transmutate again. Now if the structures are not done transmutating, you're just gonna lose all of the money. Yeah, look at this. It's gonna lose so much. It's gonna lose a couple thousand minerals. It does have about 21,000 in the bank, so that's not a big deal, but still, you don't wanna lose this like that. That's just bad business, bro. Okay, he's fine. Shadow Wolf is still doing really well. He's even gonna get another outpost right over here. He's actually got even another one with plus 16s. He's got these everywhere now that I'm looking at this. And he's gonna even build one in the bottom right, where I believe they're gonna try and base once again. Brock is actually gonna go for a ton more income. Can you see this? He all of a sudden began to build a ton of these mineral extractors. I don't know why. Look at that. He's building... Wait. Is that it? Is he not building more? Okay, he should start building more. I believe he understands now that he actually needs to prepare for the late game. Just because everybody in here is pretty much fed, including the, I guess, Technician. And do we have anybody else? Actually, no, it's just the Technician, and I believe the RS with mediocre income, but now he's just coming back. The RS even is gonna come back with all of his resources. Because he did farm a ton of gas, which means he pretty much doesn't need to farm anymore. He's literally got enough to retire and get all of the income in the world and then just attack. He just needs to wait now. The survivors need to wait for their own bases to become strong. And Brock actually needs to try to take this down. I believe he's assuming that the RS has just lost everything and he's got no more income. But I mean, he's obviously wrong. Look at this. Look at that, he's rebuilding so fast. That is the power of RS. It's got like unrealistically fast income sources, like these workers with their mining outposts. This is insane. You can just rebuild everything from scratch, like this fast. In 5 minutes, he's back on his feet. Now look at this, Espresso will get attacked. He does need to salvage this and needs to see Brock. And he needs to get rid of all of these fields so that he doesn't lose money. Okay, he's not gonna salvage. It's gonna be so late on that. He's gonna lose everything here. Not getting any resources back whatsoever. Because he didn't salvage. Espresso, come on. I expected more from you, bro. He just lost every single last one of those structures and now he's gonna get attacked. I mean, he's gonna attack Shadow, but those are just outposts. Now, he's actually very close to the survivor base, but he still doesn't have enough income to get a full-on army to, like, fight these guys. He just doesn't. He will have to get more income. I guess banelings might help, but with all of these rocket turrets, I don't think they will be too viable. Nope, they even have, like, 2 attacks. And the banelings are unupgraded, they don't have their speed upgrade, so they will just crash into most of this and not even be that fast. Look at the banelings. They won't do that much. Now look at those warhounds as well. There's no way Brock pushes through this with only this many units. Okay, he needs to back off and he needs to rebuild. He needs to build income actually. Just a lot more. That's the idea. No, stop taking damage like that. You don't need to be taking damage. You need to just keep your hit points and then get actual army units, because you will eventually be able to break through this. Just have to be a little patient, bro, just a little patient. And then just attack the survivors, because even though they have tons of income, they don't have enough to max out. At least the Technician has like nowhere near enough income to max out. He's got only like 40,000 minerals to do that. And now he's got only about, I don't know how many actually. I think he just spent most of them here. Yeah, look at this. He actually has almost no minerals, only about 10,000, so this is just not enough. Zergal is gonna take care of that one last Colossus. And now Brock will need to just take a defensive position until he can get more income. I'm hoping that he will. Okay, there we go. He actually is. He's gonna get just more income. Way more, actually. I hope. Yeah, there we go. He's moving a little slow. Usually just wanna long press F and then just get as many hatcheries as possible, as fast as possible. Look at the links. Going after all of those vultures. I don't even know what those are trying to do. Because the Gara obviously has their counter, which are lurkers, so I don't think those vultures can do anything anymore. Look at the Brug is gonna go through most of these vultures from the back, but no, there's no way he can push through all of these siege tanks. They have a whopping 13 range and 140 damage against armored. And even splash, and they will just repel the attack with ease. They don't even need to think about it. Now look at the Brock, he's gonna go back, defeat it. He's gonna get more income at the very least. He's getting it, but he's getting it very slowly. I don't know why. He's got literally almost 3,000 resources in the bank to spend on income, but he's just getting like 3 hatcheries at a time. This is very hard to like sustain. You have to be serious about it and then just spend everything. And by the way, I don't think he has... Okay, does he? Yeah, he has a couple of extractors as well. I was gonna say, there's no way your income works without extractors. Oh, look at that. He actually spent everything. I'm proud of him. Where did he go? Where are his money? Okay, they're going to hatcheries all over the place and even a couple of extractors. So yes, he's doing well right now. He's got the income, he's got pretty much everything he needs. Just needs to wait a little while longer, but I don't know if that's even possible, because RS might just try to push right now. Because I don't see why these siege tanks could not just siege up in another part of the map, like, I don't know, in the middle of the Zerg base. And because the siege tanks outrange everything, there is no way you can attack them without them attacking you. I guess Brock is gonna handle a bit of, I guess, Selenis's income. Yeah, Espresso is gonna get bullied for now. But I believe he's ready. I don't think he's gonna have trouble just rebuilding it. Brock is just running out of time. That's what I'm worried about. The more time passes, the more hit points he loses, and the more income the survivors get. Look at that. Now Zagara is going to try and attack with actual songs. There goes Zagara. She's actually doing it, but she needs a lot more than 2 to break the main entrance, because these giant ones have a whopping 2000 HP each. Yeah, you should try and go for just more songs, Zagara, and more of your own income, because that's still not enough. You just need more. It's as simple as that, bro. Look at Espresso though, he's got all of these badass Zealots patrolling around. Even though Zagara is using F2 every like 3 seconds. Oh my god, look at this. There's almost no Zerglings on the map, it's just a couple. Most of the supply is just caught in random Psalms and stuff, Psalms and Brutalisks and Lurkers. There's no more farm, buddy. You have to push. Okay, there you go. Fizzles actually has the idea. He's pushing with 1 Colossus. Oh my god. What are you doing? Like, what's 1 Colossus gonna do? It's literally trying to destroy whatever buildings it finds. They've never seen this before. 1 Colossus push, and the guy has income. The guy's got a ton of income, actually. He's very goofy. And he even has enough gas for another basing outpost. Now look at Brock, he's actually gonna try and push with Hydros and Brutalisks, but I don't like this because thing is, these Warhounds counter all of these guys, and he's not even using the Carapace. Bro, Brock, you have to use your Hardened Shell for the damage reduction, because again, if Brock dies, then they lose the game. That's how the game is won by the survivors. Oh, look at this Colossus. It's gonna finally be met with a couple of lurkers, and I think he's gonna get destroyed here. He cannot really do anything anymore. Okay, yeah, look at that. The Colossus is gonna go down, but not before he's gonna farm Selenis a nice amount of resources. That Overseer is still there, no way. The Overseer from the beginning of the game is still on patrol. And it's the exact... Okay, it's not the exact same one, but... No, I believe it's the same... Okay, it just died. Never mind. Not anymore, actually. Now, look at Zagara. She's trying to push, but... Again, 2 Psalms and 1 Brutalisk is not gonna be enough. You need a whopping, like, full army of Psalms and Brutals to do this, because 3 units just... no, they can't. Plus, they also need their diamond plating upgrade, because on the Psalm Cavern, where is it? Okay, you have the diamond plating that increases their HP by 50%. So this is huge, you have to get this one. You cannot say something without saying getting the diamond plating upgrade. You have to do this, you gotta get this. I know it costs like 1.5, but it's worth it. It will make every something be worth 50% more. Even the technician is here just healing whatever he can. They're just preparing. Now, without gas, the technician cannot really evolve all that fast. So he's practically useless right now. He's not doing that much. He's just waiting. I don't know for what actually. Is Zarya's gonna go? Oh, he's actually gonna get units on the other side of the map to actually push. Okay, he's doing it. He's finally trying to push. Does he have 3-3? Yes, he does. He's officially maxed out. And okay, we have more overseers. I don't even know why Zagara keeps sending them. Okay, I guess they have to get rid of the Selen's outposts, which are just annoying at this point. Okay, Vin is gonna push with about 5 Warhounds. Pretty nice push, but with the like 4 or 5 songs, this should be dealt with easily. Yeah, look at that. Zagara pops with no, the songs. Okay, there we go. We have to attack move them. If you don't, they just die. Look at that. The songs will just terminate all of these guys with ease. Because of course one Somf is way stronger than one of those Warhounds. The big boys are gonna go towards the base, but again, for Somfs, especially against all of these high ground Warhounds, are not gonna do much. Look at that. They're just getting terminated. They've got 0 chance. Come on, you have to get a diamond plating as well as 3-3. Okay, they did. They do have the plating, now they just need 3-3 and they're ready to go. This has been taking way longer than it should have been. Brock would have gotten so much more income so much earlier, but I mean, I guess he's eventually gonna do it. And now, why go for Brutalisks? The Technician doesn't even have that many turrets. You just don't have to go for those. Just go for some Somfs. I don't know, break a rock and then push their base. You could literally just attack this rock and break it. And just destroy their base from the inside. If you break this one position, you can just go into all of their bases, into their whole base right now. From like here. So you gotta be, oh come on, look at Nasus, he's just gonna go for mass Brutalisk against freaking Warhounds. This makes no sense. Why would you do that? Okay, he's gonna go for Banings. I like that idea actually. They don't have, do they have the upgrades? Are they upgraded? Yes, wait, what? No, they're not. They don't have their speed and hit points upgrades. No, the Banings. They need the speed upgrade so that they can connect faster. And look at that. Even Zagara's gonna bring the lurkers here. I don't think what those are gonna do. I don't know what those are gonna do, but there's like a lot of them. Wow, this is like 27 lurkers by Zagara. Like, what are you using this for? I guess they can just go here and siege their base. I guess that's what they're supposed to do. So I understand, but they have to move. They've been procrastinating for so long. It's minute 40 already. They have to make an actual push to the base of the survivors. Now look at that. Colossi going in. Just being teleported here. There's just 3 of them actually. Not that many. But they're just useful against Banelings, I guess. Look at that. Zagara's finally gonna move, but no, he's gonna move one Somf at a time. This is not good. You gotta move like this whole army at a time. I guess they can take care of the Colossi, because yep, the Colossi are very squishy. Oh, look at that. Here come the Somfs, and now this is a real freaking army, the Lurkers. Now, why would you siege them next to those? Okay, look at that. Zagara's actually gonna siege half of them, like, next to those, and half of them next to the Technician turrets. Okay, there you go, Lurkers. They're just gonna go there and go to town on all of those turrets, and finally the base is beginning to break. Yeah, this one position has been broken now. Even Braga is gonna come from the top, but the top is way more defended than this bottom side. Plus it doesn't have Somfs just like Zagara. It's got a whopping 7,000 resources in the bank. Brock, spend them, you have to get units. You can't build units, just build units. Please, you have to. Brock has also got the Primal Surge. No, don't go next to those Warhounds, they're gonna take so much damage. No, don't go next to them, Brock is gonna be losing so much HP. He literally doesn't even need to attack them, he just has to get Zerglings. Attacking them is no longer worth it, okay? Does he have the Baning upgrades? Nope, of course he doesn't. Banings are unupgraded, like, Zero upgrades. Now look at Brock is gonna go into a corner. He's gonna use the Banings. Okay, the Warhounds are not good against Banings, but Colossi are. Brock is gonna eventually push through most of this. Okay, there you go. He's finally gonna get the Baning upgrades. Should have done that like 15 minutes ago, but okay. He's got them as well, and it looks like the Zerg are coming back. Even Zagara now going from the top with those Somps. And now with Selendis and the Colossi here, I think you could use some Corruptors or Brutalisks for anti-air. You kinda need those as well, Zagara. I mean, I don't think what good Banings are gonna do, because again, the Colossi do splash and just counter Banings. Okay, he could, yeah, there we go, he can actually break those walls, but he needs to do it at once because they do regenerate extremely fast. I guess they have about 2,200 regen per second, so yeah, those Banings need to connect fast. Look at those Colossi though. Fizzles is still pushing with the random Colossi all over the map. Okay, look at that. Will the Zergs see? Yeah, look at that. The Zergs actually saw the income of that Selendis. I mean, it's not even worth it going after it. Zagara could just go and try to destroy Selendis from here, because she's now at a very high level. Where did she go? Okay, that's Brock. And then where's Zagara? There she is. She now deals over 200 damage a shot, which practically means approximately 500 damage a second. Yeah, look at that. They're even pinging like Fizzles to go back because they know what Zagara is capable of. If she gets on top of Selendis, Selendis has no chance. He found my income on the left. Yep, he did. That was from the patrols, because there were some Overseer patrols around here, but they got destroyed eventually. They must have seen the base. Now Fizzle's gonna lose the last of his small outpost. Now the Corruptors by themselves don't do much, bro. No, don't send them like that. They're just not useful. I mean, look at this. Even Espresso just staying around them to just get the levels to go into his advanced form. Because you can get this only at level 7, and he's only level 5. He's just waiting at this point, waiting on the next level. Now Brock is gonna destroy most of these other guys, and he's got a whopping... He's got more than 11,000 resources in the bank now. Okay, more than 12,000. He needs to spend them. Brock, you gotta go for army units. This is not okay. I guess they're even gonna go for some upgrades. I guess the last of the upgrades. I mean, they're gonna clean all of the map buddies on outpost. Come on, guys. They haven't been pushing the base. Normally, when you see a base, first thing you do is just destroy it. Try and destroy it. Shadowwolf has had so much time to just prepare for everything. You can even see siege towers here going to town on this one ramp, preparing for banings and whatever else that they will bring. I mean, those Zealots don't have a chance. The Lings can just destroy everything. The base will fall. I guess that mini base. This base is still going strong. Come on, Zerg. They have so much income. Even Zagara now, yeah. Look at that, almost 10,000 resources. She's now spawning something big. Wait, what is she even using the resources on? I don't know, I guess upgrades. Yeah, look at that, she's doing the last of the upgrades to finish off the match altogether. Yeah, look at this. All of these giant walls just standing here, standing tall and well. I mean, they haven't been attacked in a long while. Come on, Zerg. They've been wasting so much time so far. Come on, can you attack? I'm just gonna speed it up a bit to see when they will attack. Okay, look at that. Brock is actually gonna go for some links and banings. Okay, come on. I'm gonna have to speed it up. Come on, guys. I mean, they're gonna gather their forces. Some brutals. Come on, Brock. No, not brutalisks. Brutalisks are just bad. Okay, he's gonna go for his own songs and he's gonna boost everything together. Okay, perfect. Now the Zerg has a whopping... He's just an army, just big army. That's cool, but I don't know how well they're gonna do against everything that survivors have. I don't know if pushing through this spot with Baning is gonna be the best idea. Nope, because all of these rocket turrets can just terminate all of the Banings. I guess the Brutalists can destroy the Technician turrets. None of the Brutals get destroyed by the Warhounds, you know, that push didn't really succeed at all. They just have to build again and just push once again. And I'd like them to push through here. This, oh yeah, look at that Matte Blade. They're just going through the actual left of the Zerg base. They're just gonna get in with the Somps, and that's what you're supposed to do. You don't attack the best fortified area, you're just gonna attack the weak spots. They're even gonna get a part of Aris's income, and here comes Even here comes MettBlazer once again, actually, with a ton more something, a lot more banings, and he's just gonna destroy the whole left side of the survivor base now, and they're just destroying them from the inside. This is actually so smart. Look at the, she's even gonna go for corruptors. MettBlazer just trying to counter everything the survivors have here. Now the army will eventually get destroyed. Now Brock is gonna go right into the turrets and he gets destroyed. Good game well played. Brock just suiciding into everything the technician has. That was a shame, but it was still a pretty good game.